And still on the Anambra election, Nigerians have advised government and the Independent National Electoral Commission to ensure it improves on its services that will make the country's electoral system more attractive and public-friendly. This is coming on the heels of challenges recorded in the governorship election in the state. Bamidele Ajayi has more.
The much-awaited Anambra State governorship candidate election was first declared inconclusive as INEC insists on conducting election in Ihiala local government area where election did not take place. Stakeholders in electoral matters are reacting to the conduct of the election. First is the civil society organization Election Situation Group, which spotted some issues that INEC should put into consideration ahead of Edo and Osun governorship elections.
So it's not by any accident. Generally, you can say that this was a very peaceful election and very, very good that people turned out, to the surprise of a lot of the fake news that we're having around. And that's why we are saying we have to do the right thing. It behoves on the citizens. And also that if INEC can just correct these hitches, I am telling you that we are going to have better times ahead.
Similarly, Association of People Living with Disability who are seeking inclusion suggests that all hands should be on deck to ensure that the confidence of Nigerians are improved on the nation's electoral system.
It's not enough that you make provisions for these things, because the reality is they make provisions for these things, assistive materials. But unfortunately, in terms of, the distribution, that is where there's always a challenge.
The visually impaired, because of the malfunctioning of the beavers, some of them, their faces could not be captured because of their eye problems. And some of them were disenfranchised.
But the political parties are indifferent in their position, calling for improvement in the country's electoral system. There are like some issues that need INEC to address.
There was no election in that ward yesterday in the day. And INEC still went ahead to collect and announce the result of that local government.
It's indeed disheartening that only about 10% of the 2.5 million registered voters are showing up. It is unfortunate that some of the issues are actually man-made. But for lack of preparedness, for logistical issues which could easily have been solved, we found a situation where people came out, waited for hours, and went back home.
And that's not the kind of election we want to conduct, or the voting that we want to conduct. When you see half of the population, close to half of the population, not being able to vote even with their PVC card. So it have left uneasiness on most of us candidates. I believe that this should be redone.
Issues about late arrival of electoral materials, malfunctioning of bimodal verification system, vote buying, and semi-over-militarization of nation's election system also featured in the Anambra Governorship polls. Attending to this may not be the responsibility of electoral umpire alone, as politicians and electorate have a role to play. Bamidele Ajayi, TVC News, Oka.